Hello, this is the latest version of my Starship Tower Defense game created in XNA for my assignment 2. Okay, if I just start playing it now. Okay, basically the level is set within a spaceship, so you have the dark background, which would be the non-space of the interior of the spaceship, the walls for example. And then you have the grey metal, which represents the corridors within the spaceship. Okay, and as you can see, going along the spaceship are little green aliens, and they are the first type of bad guy that you'll encounter within this game. As of the moment, they are the only types of bad guys as well, but that is something that will be changed further down in development. Okay, along the bottom here, you have 3 different types of towers. These are the icon buttons for them. And on this side you have your current credits, which is the in-game money, as well as your current core life, which would be the life of the core of your spaceship. Every time an enemy goes through to the end, it will go down until it reaches 0, in which it's game over, and you have to start again. Okay, every wave that goes through adds extra bad guys onto it to make it a little bit harder. I believe at the moment it should add 3 extra bad guys every wave. I will eventually have it so that every wave as well there will be an increase in their health or resistance damage, just to add again to the difficulty. Okay, I'm just going to let this game end, and then I'll start through the next game and demonstrate how the towers will actually work. As you can see above them, they have little green health bars as well. Okay, just one more. Okay, well, as you can see at the moment, it's not working yet where it will just end the game. It just goes straight down to the minus. So that's just another thing that I'm going to have to go through. Okay, if I just pause this 1 second and reset the game for you. Okay, here we go again. Right, to just put down a tower, you just hold it and drag it along. It lets you place on any tile. The game was created using the tile engine, so each of these is a little square which just has a different image placed onto it. As you can see, the tower rotates and tracks the enemy and fires a bullet at them. This would be, say, a plasma turret within the corridors of the spaceship. And each one of these costs 15 credits to build. Obviously the aim is to stop them from reaching the end, so the more towers you have and the better strategically placed they are, the better your chances of surviving. At the moment, because the bad guys are very simple and there's no variation in them, it's quite easy at the moment. But as I said, it will eventually progressively get a lot more difficult towards the end, and maybe eventually boss bad guys will be added as well. Units that are extremely tough or have a ability to, say, spawn extra aliens from itself upon death or randomly. Okay, if I demonstrate the most expensive tower so far first, which is this one, which actually shoots in multiple directions, so it's a very wide area spread attack, which is very useful for taking out groups, especially when you've placed it inside a little alcove like that. It does less damage than the normal plasma towers, but it makes up for it in the fact that it attacks multiple units. Okay, I'm just going to freeze the game until I've got more credits for the next tower. Okay, I should have enough credits now to build the next tower, which I will place there. Okay, this one, as you can see, fires a lot less frequently than any of the others, but what it does do is it slows the unit down, so this gives all your other towers a better chance of destroying it before it reaches anywhere. And all that is just a little modifier, a speed modifier that just adjusts the velocity and speed of the target upon impact of the bullet. It does very little damage. You can see the difference there in damage. it just barely scratches it. But as you upgrade it, its damage will improve a little bit, and its ability to slow will improve. And possibly I'll add a splash effect so that it will slow 1 or 2 or 3 units at a time. That will be the other feature that I'll be adding, is to upgrade each tower, so you can click on them and it will bring up a little context menu somewhere, and you can just choose to upgrade it for so many credits and give each tower better statistics, and possibly even special abilities, as I said, adding splash damage to the slow tower at maybe level 3, or added double shots for the plasma tower, things like that. Another nice little feature I quite liked is you can see the health bars, they actually change colour as they diminish, so the player has a better idea of how much health they've got left, which will help them plan a bit better on where to place down the next tower. Eventually I'll have it so that once it reaches the limit of the waves, which at the moment is set to 24, but that's only because there's only 1 level. But once I've incorporated other levels, I'll have a wave limit lower, and each level will have a different layout to it and possibly different design in terms of its visual style and which sprites I've used. I plan to have things like one ship that's being invaded specifically by aliens, and then say 5 or 10 levels later you're on a different ship and it's got a different set of bad guys attacking it, such as robots or rogues, pirates, things like that, or even other human races, other human settlements. Okay, well, this is everything so far. It's called StarShipTD, Starship Tower Defense. I do plan to carry on developing this game throughout the summer, and hopefully have a lot more of a polished version, which I could hopefully even put out onto either the Xbox or just into Windows itself. But that would be my main goal at the moment with this game, as I've always wanted to see more tower defense games, as I feel there's not that many of them. And so this would be my contribution. Okay, thank you very much for watching.